Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Friday, the 19th of June, 2020. This is a look at my daily charts on the high probability method. So my weekly analysis video where I go through all the pairs I'm trading on the daily charts using the high probability method as per the book by the same name and the Divergence book, as you can see on the screen. Thanks to all the new people that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. They're not the most exciting videos on the planet, but I'm just trying to get the message across without all the fluff and all the bells and whistles. So let's get into it. Let's have a look at the charts. We'll go to my trading view. This is trading view. This is my watch list on the right. This is all the pairs I'm trading. I think there's about 28 of them roughly. If they're highlighted in blue, means there's trades on, so you can see there's plenty of action. If there is no highlight, no trades. Like I always say, if you don't understand me or I'm talking too quick, you don't understand the Australian accent, just pause the video. You can read my notes. Generally, I keep them in some sort of order from top down, left to right. I'll just explain the setups for you before we go any further. So we're on this is the top one, the AusCAD. All right, let's just run through it. So this is a daily chart. Now we have basically a few indicators on the chart. You've got the three moving averages. So we've got a 50 EMA, 100 EMA, and a 240 LMA. They're just what I use on every time frame, just to give me an idea of trade direction. That's all it is, trend direction. Nothing else. We've got these green and red dots on the price chart. That's the QMP filter. Now, it's not an actual indicator as such. It's just a combination of two indicators. So I've just added the QQE Advanced. This is this bottom one. I don't normally display it on my chart, but sometimes I will put it on there just to give me a bit of a heads up. Now, when this crosses and it's in sync with this indicator, this middle indicator is always on my chart. It's called the MACD Platinum. It's just a zero lag MACD. It oscillates around the zero level. The zero level being this faint dotted line you can see through here. So basically when it's above the zero level, I'm looking to sell. When it's below the zero, I'm looking to buy. Now, this QMP filter, and all QMP stands for is QQE. That's the Q part, MP, MACD Platinum. So it's a combination of these two indicators. Just makes life a lot easier so I don't have to get the crosshairs out and line up stuff. Now, I'll see if I can find a couple for you. All right, let's look at this red dot up here. You can see there's a red dot, which is a cross on the MACD Platinum, and also a confirmed cross on the QQE Advanced. Both happened on the same candle. Hence, the QMP filter dot is on the same as the MACD Platinum dot. This green one, same deal. Both indicators crossed in the same one. Let's go across here. This green one, same dot. Red one, same dot. Now let's find one. All right, here we go. Here's one here. So we've got a red dot on the MACD Platinum here. And you see here the QMP filter is not until over here. A couple of more candles across, because the cross on the QQE Advanced didn't take place. So that's all that does. It's just a visual aid to help me with my trading. I don't need to see this indicator on the chart. Sometimes I put it on there just to give me an idea. That's all I need to see. All right, so now let's have a look. If you see a blue trend line, it's generally something that interests me, like a resistance level, support level, something like that, a major level. Red trend lines, either confirmed bearish divergence or possible bearish divergence setting up. Green lines, trend lines, bullish divergence, either confirmed or setting up. Now, with sell trades, they're designated by a red dashed vertical line and a red solid line. So in here, the intersection is the sell trade. Buy trades are blue, so there's the buy in there. These yellow dashed lines are break-even levels, and the red dotted lines are a stop loss. S1 stands for sequence 1, S2 stands for sequence 2. where they are is where that sequence commences. So now, a lot of you probably have watched my videos before. You know I do a lot of hedging. For example, took a sell here, then it didn't really go into profit, and I took a hedge buy, whereas other people may close the sell trade out or have a stop in place up here somewhere and get stopped out. I decide to stay in. That's just the way I choose to trade. It's not for everyone, but it's a high risk way of trading, as you'll see shortly. But that's just the way I trade. So let's have a look at this and see if we can make some sense of it. Like I said, you can always pause the video or slow it down and read my notes. I'm pretty good with my notes, but like I said, English may not be a strong point, and that's understandable. So let's have a look. So we've got to sell. This is AusCAD, so sequence 1, and I can take multiple trades on the same candle, so there's no dramas there. For example, this sequence 2 started with a buy at 91794, and you'll see it's a hedge, the second hedge buy for sequence 1 also around the same price. So no problems taking 2 trades on the same candle. All right, so we've got a sequence 1 start off with sell, hedge buy, second sell, second hedge buy, third sell. Now we've got 2 break-even levels here. One's for sequence 1, you can see the notes there, and the levels, that's the bottom line, and one's for overall break-even for all trades. Sequence 2 is just a buy followed by a hedge sell. So that is, sequence 2, no, apologise. Sequence 2 is just a buy. I've already closed half. See, I would have taken this buy down when the MACD Platinum is below the 0 level. As soon as it's gone through the 0 level and up in here somewhere, I've closed half, put a stop in place. So I can't lose on sequence 2. So that's a stop in there for sequence 2. At the moment, I could probably close all these trades and probably be overall break even, give or take. The profit to date is from when I started trading these pairs, which is nearly a year ago, and it's all based on a base lot of 0.02 on most of the pairs except for the pound USD. So all of my trades are recorded on the shared spreadsheet on Google Drive. That's available to everyone. There should be a link to that spreadsheet in the description of the video. So everyone's more than welcome to check out the spreadsheet. It's updated every day, so it's very up to date. If you want to know where I am with a trade, just open the spreadsheet and have a look. It's not hard. So yeah, this thing is going sideways. It's hit a bit of a wall. We've got this blue trend line up here. It's having trouble breaking through. A lot of the Aussie pairs at the moment are going sideways, undecided. Had this little squirt up and just going sideways, squirt up, you know. All right, let's move along. It's taken 8 minutes just to talk about one pair. Right, now you know my system, Aus-Swiss. It's all one sequence here at the moment. The MACD Platinum's remained above the 0 level the whole time, and the break-even level for all these trades is there. So we're not far off it, but like I said, the Aussie pairs aren't exactly powering on. Looks like they're turning to the upside. I've drawn the green trend lines in for potential setup of hidden bullish divergence. I love my hidden divergence, as you'll know. So at the moment, this one I'm actually in negative. So it's not my favourite pair. I don't know why. Ideally, I want to see price continue down, go through that yellow line, close out all these trades and change that from negative to positive. But at the moment, the MACD Platinum's below the 0 level, so I'm starting to look for buys. And what may happen here, I may not get to my overall break-even level, and I might consider, say, if I get a buy signal, and with the MACD Platinum below the 0 level with hidden bullish divergence, I might say, for example, close this sell up here, pivot this sequence, and also start a new sequence. So there's options. You get a little bit creative when you're hedging. Oz Yen, same deal. MACD Platinums start above the 0 level for the duration in multiple trades. You can see a big resistance level. It's come up here and just fallen away. We're at my overall break-even level at the moment. Probably not enough to get me out, but it's still heading down. There's no sign of this reversing as yet. So we just got to be patient and wait for it. Remember, these are daily charts. So I check it once in the morning, early in the morning. For me, it's roughly about 4 a.m. then I don't look at it for another 24 hours. So no need to sit and watch them. All right, Oz New Zealand, this thing's gone a bit sideways. I'm in two sequences. So, all right, yellow, green lines are normally a big number or something like that. So in this case, it's parity 1.000. So you can see how it's come down, touched it, and bounced straight off it. Sometimes you'll see notes on my charts for I sort of plan ahead, possible plan for S1. This is all referring if I get a buy signal here. It looked like it was going to be a few days ago. Didn't pan out, but that plan is still valid. So I'm just thinking ahead a bit. Instead of me trying to do it at 4 a.m. in the morning and I'm half asleep, my brain's not quite engaged. So I'm in a sell sequence here, overall break even. Sequence 2 is a buy, and I've taken a hedge sell. You see a grey vertical line like this, just a warning symbol. In this case, it's there's a green dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level, so preparing myself for a possible buy, hence the plan. Aussie USD, one sequence again, all above the zero level. Now it's down through the zero level and we're not even close to break even. Two big numbers here, 60 cent level, 70 cent level. So you come up, bounced off there. That's not only has it been there before, it's a big number, and we've also got divergence. So we've got a confluence of a lot of things happening there. So that's your regular bearish divergence, higher highs on price, lower highs on the oscillator, MACD Platinum. Ideally, I'd like to see this keep on dropping down. Again, it's already at the zero level, so I'm going to have to watch this now. CAD Swiss, this is one of my problem pairs. I've been caught my pants down a bit, but I've got 5 buy trades over here. I haven't drawn the horizontal lines in. They're all about the same area. I just didn't want to clutter up the chart. But there's 5 buy trades from a long time ago. So we're looking back in October. It's not the end of the world. The good thing about them on the buy side on this pair is a good overnight interest rate, a good swap. So I'm not too worried about them. I'm just going to sit on them. I can afford to. They're not taking up too much margin, anything like that. So it's no dramas. There's my buys here. These are 5 buys. You can see them there. As I said, positive swap. So I could leave them there for 10 years and I'll probably make money on them, even if the price kept on going down. But in the meantime, I'm looking at sequence 2 here, S2. So this is this. So we've got close to on this sell trade, we got through the overall break-even level. But because the MACD Platinum wasn't through the zero level, I wasn't taking any action, and so now it's reversed on me. So that just happens sometimes. So now we're below the zero level. Started drawing my trend lines in, looking for possible hidden bullish divergence here. Still has to be confirmed. Then I could start possibly a sequence 3, then hedge sequence 2. Just keep on continuing doing stuff like that. So overall break even for all trades is all the way up here, so I've got a long way from that. So I'm not too worried about that. It's more this break even level here I'm concerned about. If you see break even NA hedged, it means non applicable as hedged. CAD Yen in nothing. Close all my trades out. Again, drawing my lines in, trend lines in place, looking for potential hidden bullish divergence setting up here, possibly. Price is just sort of going sideways at the moment. Swiss yen in a sell up here. Look at this nice resistance level up here. MACD Platinum's a long way above the zero level, like an extreme, which is good. And price is a long way above the MAs. Generally, price comes back to the MAs or the MAs go to price. So I'm pretty confident. And when the MACD Platinum's that far above the zero level or below the zero level, then I'm also confident. And with the big resistance level, when I say confident, you're never going to be 100% certain, but it's if I was going to give it a ranking, it'd be like an A+ sort of trade. So I've taken a sell. The MACD Platinum still above the zero level. It's getting closer. Hopefully it'll just keep on coming down towards the 50 there, and then I'll start take some action like close half, put a stop in place, etc. Euro Aussie, this thing's gone doing my head in a little bit. I'm in one sell all the back here, which is sequence 1. You can see my notes here. There's a sell up here, and there's a stop and place for it there. Now we start sequence 2, and we're trying to get up to these yellow lines. The yellow line that goes all the way across to the left is overall break even, which is this one here. And the one that just goes to sequence 2 is just for sequence 2, obviously. So, yeah, it's just not happening for me, this pair. It's heading down slowly. Again, Divergence is in there. Yeah. Euro CAD, this is another one that's doing my head in. Look at this sideways action. I can probably move this line across a bit too. It's sort of stuck in that range. You can see between the two blue lines, and I'm in one ugly sequence 1. It's just not happening for me at all on this pair. If you have a look at some of the, you get a sell, go straight against, you get a buy, go straight against, you get a sell, go straight. It's just really tough to trade at the moment. There's my overall break even up there, possibly setting up to sell side. So what I'll probably do here is hedge this sequence 1, and then I will start a new sequence 2 if it presents and try and add to this profit. It's been a tough pair to trade. I normally like the Euro CAD too. Euro Swiss, I was in multiple trades here. I initially took a sell in here, followed by a hedge buy and a second sell. Closed those previous trades, then closed 0.04 of my sell trade, put a stop in place under the entry level, and because the MACD Platinum's through the 0 level, and we're getting ready for a potential reversal. Again, trend lines drawn in. So we're in profit there. Euro Pound, this is a buy. I took a couple of, it's not a great setup. It was this morning, I think. Yeah, this morning. I was on a sell here, and this just went sideways, sideways, sideways. It was a high risk sell. It's against the trend. Got this buy signal today, so I just closed that sell, took a loss. Then took the buy today. Really need to break this resistance level. Looks like it's on the other side now, but the MACD Platinum's like hugging the 0 level, so it's not ideal. Wouldn't call it a great setup, but prices come back sort of close to the 50. The MAs are starting to slowly spread to the upside, so it's a valid signal, just not a spectacular one. Euro Yen, not a bad one. Took a sell up here, again, extreme level. Price a long way above the MAs. It's come down nicely. We're getting close to MAs now. I'd say come Monday, I'll be through the MACD Platinum will be through the 0 level, and I'll be looking at closing half and putting a stop in place. So it's going all right, the Euro Yen. Euro New Zealand, not so right. We're sort of in one sequence. The MACD Platinum's nearly stable. It just popped up above the 0 level there, but straight back down. Trying to get up to this yellow line here. Yeah, got a lot of trend lines there, haven't I? But we'll just have to wait and see. When this thing moves, it's good. It gives you good profit. So I'm happy to just try and work my way out of it. Euro USD in a sequence of trades here. The MACD Platinum stayed above the 0 level the whole time, heading down there now. We've got this nice double top up here, and there's a break-even level for all the trades there. So we just need to push down a bit and get below that, and hopefully we can do something with these trades management-wise. Pound Aussie, bam, that's something I did this morning too. So we've started up here with a buy. This thing price has gone down, MACD's gone up, but I haven't been able to. Took a buy, hedge sell, second buy, and it just didn't go up at all. It started to go up. The MACD Platinum's still going up, but the price isn't. And so it's rolled over, give me a sell this morning. So I took a second hedge sell, so sequence 1. And I commenced a new sequence 2 on the same candle. So sequence 2 is a sell. So you can see these numbers are pretty close, 81339 and 81346. So my overall break even is down, way down here somewhere. Don't worry about that too much. Highly unlikely it'll get there. What I'm looking for is either this to roll over, down with price, break this previous low here, give me some profit on sequence 2. Can't lose anything else on sequence 1 other than overnight interest rate. Then for this thing to roll up to this side, I can start taking another buy on sequence 1, maybe close out sequence 2 or commence a new sequence 3. There's options, like I always say. Pound CAD in a sell here, not a bad setup. You've got the old hidden bearish divergence, which I love. See, it's a bit tricky this because you would think, but that's your actual high in there. You can see it sort of lines up. There's your high in the price. So you got the green dot and the red dot. So there's your high. So definitely the highs are going down. MACD Platinum's going up. We're above the 0 level on one side of the divergence, which is good. And we're going down nicely. All we need to really do is break this previous low here, and that should make me a little bit happier. Pound Swiss, yep, in a sell here. Nice little double top or resistance level. We're through the MACD Platinum this morning on the 0 level. So that was closed half here, 19th of June today, yep. Closed half and stop set just above the entry level there. So locked in a little bit of profit, and even if we get stopped out now, I might take a small loss on the second part, but overall that trade will be a winner. Pound New Zealand, this is one that's given me grief. I'm going to cut a few sequences, sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3, read my notes, and I've already pivoted sequence 1. It was, I think you start off as a sell, but hedge buy, yeah, it started off as a sell. I've already removed that sell, and now we're in buy mode, but price is going down, MACD's going up, and my last trade was here, and it just doesn't. Just got to get up these 3 lines, and this pair can move quickly, so I'm not too concerned. It looks like it's a long way away, but this thing can move quick. I still can't get over these candles during the COVID. This is on a daily chart. Look at those ugly candles in there. That's the New Zealand was having some dramas through the COVID, I tell you, the New Zealand dollar. But anyway, I've got a bit of work to do on this pair. I'm a bit too long to the... I've got some good profit in here because I did close out some trades when I pivoted. And I've got options again, what I can do. But I'm definitely looking to go to the buy side. I might start drawing a trend line down through. Hang on a sec, I'll do it while you're here. Basic trend line. So I'll be sort of drawing trend lines down through here somewhere. I'll tidy this up. So if I get a break of that trend line, I might look at adding some trades or something like adding a trade or something like that, because it's technically we're still in buy mode. There's been no sell at all, so we're still in buy mode. If we broke that, I might add to this. Right, pound yen, we're in profit here. What have we got? Sequence 1, break even. We've got 2 break even levels, one for sequence 1 and one for overall break even. Sequence 2 is a standalone sell trade. It's gone down nicely. Looks like Monday the MACD Platinum will be through the 0 level. So I'll probably close half of sequence 1, put a stop in place somewhere, probably above this little high here. Sequence 2. And sequence 1, I will probably close all of these trades, possibly. I may leave, I'll have a think about it. I may leave the first sell open still and put the stop at break even just to give me some more potential profit. Yeah, it's looking all right though. It's good. The pound yen, we've done well there. Unless something drastic happens tonight, which I can't see. Pound USD. Now this is a pair that I'm trading a little bit bigger. As I said, most of my base lots are 0.02, but for this sequence, not sure why I went in with 0.10 for my initial one, which is 5 times my normal size. Hence my profit to date is big because I've been working this pair pretty hard. No, not hard, but making some good profits. Really need this to drop down to here somewhere, down to this yellow line, so I can just get out of these trades. But in the meantime, this is sequence 1 starts here. I'm working sequence 2 back to my normal 0.02, so I'm working that. The MACD Platinum still above the 0 level, so I'm just trying to push this down lower. And what may get to the stage with sequence 1, this thing may drop lower, may not get to this break-even level, and this thing turns up, and that turns up. I can look at closing that sell, which would be that 6 sell there, and adding to that profit and pivoting to the buy side again. So just keep on picking at it. It's not too drastic at the moment though. New Zealand CAD. This thing's been going sideways for the last couple of weeks. So I'll have a look in here. This is daily chart. That's just sideways action. Previous high, I'm in a sell. It's just not going anywhere. MACD Platinum way above the 0 level. Slowly heading down. Price is just grinding away there. It's a little bit of a high risk trade because the MAs are starting to spread to the upside, but a couple of good reasons I took it. This resistance level and extreme level in the MACD Platinum. All right, New Zealand Swiss. Again, got another level here. Regular bearish divergence. We're in sequence 1, which is a buy, and that's going to stop in place here. So don't worry about that too much. There's the buy level entry here, so we're doing all right there. Sequence 2, sell, hedge buy, second sell, second hedge buy, third sell, and we're through the we're at the overall break even for that sequence 2 now. I could close all these trades now and be in profit. If the MACD come Monday, the MACD Platinum through the 0 level, I might just close them all and take my money and run. It's just so I can clear all these trades. Have a look, see how it's going tonight, and I'll make a call on Monday. But basically, sequence 2 has been above the 0 level on the MACD Platinum the whole time, so it's all right. New Zealand Yen, similar sort of thing, I think, yeah. Just on the one sequence, the MACD Platinum's been above the 0 level the whole way. We're at the break even now, or just below it, and we're close to the 0 level. I'd like to make some, if I'm in trades for this long with hedged, I've probably got an issue with overnight interest, like swap. So ideally, if I got out right on the yellow dash line, the break even level, I'm probably going to be overall loss because of the overnight interest swap rate. And I like to get a few dollars out of these. If I've been in a trade since middle of April, I want to make some money out of it, the whole sequence. But in the meantime, I guess I probably, if I just trading traditionally with a stop, I probably lost on that one. That's not a valid buy. That's possibly a valid sell, probably lost on that too. Another sell, probably would have lost on that. Not a valid buy. Valid sell, probably would have made a few bucks on that. So I would have lost a few dollars in there and possible profit here. Whereas because I've hedged, I'm not going to lose anything if I got out right now, sort of thing, or very little anyway. New Zealand USD, similar sort of thing. MACD Platinum's been above the 0 level. You can see the strong correlation between all these NZ pairs. Overall break-evens here. This green line is a big number, which is the 60-cent level with the Kiwi. Yeah, it's just not going down. It hasn't got far to go, but we'll just see how we go. The MACD Platinum's still above the 0 level a fair way, so it's not too bad. Moving right along, USD CAD. Another one's going sideways for the last week or so. And again, the MACD Platinum's been below the 0 level. It's just, since the COVID-19, all these pairs have just been thrown right out of whack. And there's my usual motorbike vendor coming around when I do a video. Probably hear him in the background. So we've just got to get up this yellow line but the MACD Platinum's close to the 0 level. Yeah, it's not ideal, and again, it's one I'm losing on just. All right, yeah, this one, the USD Swiss franc. This is probably my current dog's breakfast on the daily charts. This thing's been really tough to trade. You can read all my notes. I'm in lots of trades, 3 sequences. Pivoted to a buy bias on that one. Got 3, how many break-evens I got there? Got 4 break-evens, so all my break-evens are up here. It's just not going for me. And look at this, the MACD Platinum, it's just bounced around and suddenly drops away slowly. There's no real commitment to trend at all on this pair. Did nicely before COVID, big moves during COVID, and since then it's just been ugly as bro. But not the end of the world. We just have to have patience, and I'm a big position size alongside. It wants to head up. MACD Platinum's heading up. The price is just, up one day, down the next. Up, down, up, down. It's just tough. But that's trading. So while we're struggling in one pair, we're trying to make money on other pairs. That's why we're spreading the love a bit and trying to, create sort of a bit of portfolio. And you got to keep in mind too, I'm trading the 12-hour chart. So, for example, I could be long on one pair on the 12-hour charts and short on the daily chart. So, there's plenty of trading happening. But here we go. USD Japanese yen, last pair. We have a sell in here. MACD Platinum's through the zero level already. I've closed half. Looks like it's turning to the upside, or it's stalling at this previous low here. Possibly on Monday, I might consider bringing this stop down if nothing drastic changes over the weekend. Just down here somewhere. So that's it for the daily charts, guys. It's probably not a lot to report since last week. It's been a week since I did my last video exactly. So, yeah, it's not very exciting because a lot of the market's going sideways. A few of the pound pairs are starting to move, which is good. A few of the yen pairs have moved, and they're probably your most two volatile pairs generally. But some of these other pairs, like the Euro Aussie and the Euro CAD and USD Swiss franc and that, they just do my head in. But like I said, that's trading. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you do like them, please hit the subscribe button, or if nothing else, hit the like button. Like I said, they're not the most exciting videos, but I just got to get the point across and just show you where we're at on each candle. Remember, the spreadsheets are available to everyone. The links to them are in the description of the videos, both the 12-hour and the daily charts. So all trades are recorded. And, I call them in my Facebook group, so everyone's more than welcome to join that. My Telegram groups. So they're called, the daily charts are called at the time. So there's no pressure on me. No, it's all right. So, yeah, and thanks everyone to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's greatly appreciated. Have a great weekend, everyone. Enjoy it. Stay safe wherever you are. And I will chat to you guys on Monday. Cheers.